What's up, y'all? Y'all know what time it is. It's story time. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, and tune in for this tea. Y'all, I gotta get my baby in like 2 hours. So we gon' y'all think 2 hours is a long time. I be talking for 3. So yeah, let's just get right up into it. Okay. What made me remember that I didn't necessarily forget this story time, because I actually still had like one of the people I'm gonna talk about. I still had them on social media, but it was kind of like a thing where you just don't take people off of social media. I don't know. Y'all don't know why people like to be around and just watch you from years and years and years ago, but I got rid of a lot of them people, because what are you here for? You don't even talk to me, like my pictures or nothing, but you always just watching me. So I had to take them off my social media. But what made me recall this, y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but if I put something about somebody messing with their cousin in the title, that is more common than you think. So immediately I see one TikTok and I'm like, girl, I've been there. I can relate to that. I can relate. I don't know why I can relate. Don't want to relate, but I can. Yo, I don't know how I got on the cousin fucking side of TikTok, but I was on there. I swear you watched one video on TikTok and all of a sudden you on that side of TikTok. Girl, I did not want to stay here. I just wanted to keep for a little bit. And that's it. This was like a little bit, because I gotta give y'all a timeline, a little bit before me and Dre made it like official, right? So technically I'm still single. He was still single, because you ain't letting me know nothing, so we single. Y'all, I had multiple like I really missed that me. I had a lot of booze at that time. So I'm working overnight. This was very common actually for me to work overnight, and then around, I want to say like around 12 to 2, 12 to 3, a lot of dudes would come in. And over time, I realized they was coming in to steal. But at first, I'm like, dang, like, why is people up at this time? Like, why they want to come to Walmart of all things at this time? But they trying to steal. That's why we ended up, this was back when, oh no, did they? No, they did. I was gonna say this was back before Walmart had they like electronics and stuff in them cases, but no, it wasn't. I don't know how they used to steal that. I know one way they used to steal, but they used to steal a lot of electronics, and I don't know how. But this was when Walmart was selling iPhones. I think they still do, but I don't think that they have them like out for display. Back then, they was just like stealable, for real stealable. They was behind the register, but all you had to do was catch somebody not in their area and you could steal them.
That's so, another story time.
Yeah. So these two dudes come in. What I'm gonna call them? I'm gonna call one Chris, and I kind of want to call the other one Prodigy from Mindless Behavior, because he looked like Prodigy from Mindless Behavior. But then again, I want to call him Shorty, because he had them like short dude tendencies. Like, he just had ankle problems. He was just, y'all know how short be. Y'all know. So what should I call him? This is why I wish I could talk to y'all in real time so y'all could vote. I guess I'm gonna call him Prodigy, and I'm gonna leave Shorty for somebody else, because I know I got another short dude story. So yeah, he can be Shorty. Anyway, I don't know why I always forget to say this in the beginning. Like the video before we get into it, okay? Leave a thumbs up, leave anything in the comments. Make sure you are subscribed. And yeah. Anyway, these two dudes come in. I used to, 9 times out of 10, I was on the register. I hated being on the register. So yeah, they come in late night and they're trying to buy guards and stuff, which I think you can't buy guards. I was gonna say I thought you couldn't buy guards after 12, but that's beer. You couldn't buy beer after 12. And I think that's what I had to tell them no one. And they ended up stealing it. So yeah, they come to the register and they buying Rillos and beer. And so I'm like, oh, I can't ring this up after 12. So they like, just try to ring it up anyway. Just do me just one favor, please, whatever, trying to finesse me. And I'm like, boy, I'm not new to this. I done got finesse before. So now I'm true to this and I'm not selling this to you. So he was like, just ring it up. Let me see. Let's just see if it go through. So I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna just ring it up, knowing it ain't finna go through. So I ring it up. The little prompt come on saying it's after midnight and I can't sell it to them. So they was like, no, just let us take it. I'm like, boy, hell no, it's cameras over here. Like, no, I'm not letting you take nothing. You do what you do, go do it around the corner, but don't do it right here. You want these cigarillos? Okay, $2.28. You gonna pay for something at my register, bitch, because I'm the only register open. What I look like? No, I'm not getting fired for you. I don't know, y'all. I swear to God, I done went to a job and being peer pressured, and I done got fired because I was trying to seem cool. No, I'm not getting fired again. No. And I'll tell that story too. It's so embarrassing. I don't even want to tell it. But yeah, and my aunt don't even know about it. So hopefully she never see that video. So, oh, and you know why they was so mad? Because it was like 12:10 or something. Like 12 had just passed. And it was like, just see if you get ready. No. So yeah, tell me why they come back like around 1 or something. Oh no, you know what? It wasn't 1 o'clock. It was 2 o'clock because that's when the whole, and mind you, this overnight, so the stalkers and stuff, like, they don't really, anyway, my bad, y'all, I be rambling. The whole store go on lunch except for 2 people at the register. So at 2 o'clock is everybody lunch except for mine, because I came in, no, I didn't even go in at 6. My lunch was either at 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So, and it had to be like that with the people on the cash registers until I started coming in at 6 a.m. And then my lunch was at 1 o'clock permanently. So yeah, everybody on lunch, even the managers is on lunch, but sometimes they was in the office, sometimes they was in the back. They would go to Whataburger, which was open 24 hours, whatever. The store is empty. So that's when they come back in. And mind you, they had stolen a beer, and I didn't even know for sure at the time, but I could smell it on their breath when they came back talking to me. So they come back up to the register acting like they buying something, and Chris is like, yeah, so where everybody at? It's deserted as hell up in here. We need to get active right now. No, that wasn't Chris, that was Prodigy, my bad. Yeah, that's Prodigy. Y'all know short dudes be just want to be, they loud and they just want to be seen. So that's how he was acting. And basically he was saying the whole store empty, so they need to be stealing right now. So I'm just like, you think that's cute? Let me stop, because I was still not to be a hypocrite. Anyways, so they was talking, and me and Chris talking. Mind you, Prodigy was the one trying to holler at me first. He had to be like 4'11". He had to have been, because he was shorter than me. I'm only 5'1.5". Give me my half. Don't ever play with half. So yeah, how you shorter than me? Anyway, he was trying to talk to me. Chris was saying little stuff to me, so I'm paying him attention.
Wrong decision.
He was cuter. He was more so the type that I had back then. He was more so my type. He reminded me of my ex from middle school, Landon. So yeah, he was like, yeah, so let me get your number, and I gave him my number. No, that's not what happened. So yeah, he was like, let me get your number. And I was like, well, give me your number, because I didn't know if I wanted to talk to him for real. But then he ended up being like, call me right now so I can lock you in. So I had to call him right now. So he still had my number. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to save you under red. I like your hair and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. All right. Chris hit me up that same night. I was still at work, and we texted all the way until I got off, all the way until I went home and fell asleep. And when I worked overnight, I slept all day. I think I woke up at I had to be to work at 10. So I probably woke up around 5 or 6. Like, getting used to that and adjusting my sleep schedule to working overnight, crazy. But yeah, so we was texting for days and days and days. Mind you, I don't know, maybe a week had gone by. And during that whole time, they was coming in every night. That Walmart that I used to work at, it was really the lick. Because it was new, and I don't think they had everything under control at first. And people was just doing what they wanted in there. They was taking what they wanted. It was a lick. Now, I've been to that Walmart recently. Y'all know how Walmarts look now. They got the plasmas with your face on it. No. So yeah, every day they would come in, they would talk to me. I even had my lunch with Chris, but Prodigy was there too. But yeah, I had my lunch in their car, and they parked by me. So they knew what kind of car I had. That's what I'm getting at. Because they parked next to me. So, y'all, one day I'm getting off. Mind you, I get off at 7 a.m. I'm walking outside. I'm scrolling on my phone. Because at this time, I didn't talk to nobody. I talked to, if you on membership, I talked to the girl that lied about the Houston rapper being her cousin. And then I talked to the older lady that used to give me a ride home before I had got my car. So, yeah. Oh, y'all, at this time I just got my 2-door Honda. Oh, my God. That was a point A to point B car. I don't know why I pushed that car to the limit. But I pushed that motherfucker to the limit until it just gave out. So yeah, I'm walking out, scrolling on my phone, walking to my car, right? I hear somebody yell, all the hoes got Hondas. I'm looking up, and I don't know why my head was darting everywhere, like trying to see who said that, because I was sleep mad, like, who the fuck? Because, you know, everybody had, I ain't gonna lie, I was embarrassed about my car, because it was like an older car, and it was 2 doors, and I'm like, who the fuck know this is my car? Who know that is my car? So I look up, y'all, tell me why. I'm like, on my row where my car is, I look like diagonal or whatever, and I see Prodigy and Chris, and Prodigy hands still like this, so I know his little ass just yelled that. Are you okay, little boy? Get your little ass in the car. Go your little ass to bed. Why you up? He busting out laughing. Chris over there chuckling. I'm thinking, what the fuck is funny? You supposed to beat him up. Like, I'm bad now. You supposed to beat your friend up for me. So I'm like giving him the stupidest look, like, oh, you think that's funny? Okay, whatever. So they was like, Chris was like, oh, what you finna do? Like, you want to come chill with us and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, I just got off. I'm tired. I just worked 8 hours. Be fucking for real. That's like, you know. So it was like, well, just come chill with us, and then you could go home just for an hour. No. And y'all, it's gonna I'm gonna save it, y'all. While I'm getting in my car, I see, because I will also have my lunch with this other boy too, and his little annoying friend, but the other two boys actually work there. I named one of them Adrian on a membership. If you're on a membership, I talked about him in a video. I think it's called Nigeria. And I don't know what I named his friend. That's not important anyway. But yeah, I look up, I see Adrian. Y'all, if you're on a membership, you already know I had the biggest crush on Adrian. We dated in the 6th grade. And that's when, oh, did I call him Adrian in that video, y'all? When that girl tried to get, it felt like she tried to get the whole school to jump me over Adrian. The girl who threw the lollipop at my head. And my head was like gushing blood. I had to go home, have my aunt wash out my fresh hot comb hair. I see Adrian, and I'm like, oh, I hope you don't think that I'm talking to these dudes. Anyway, fast forward to like no, that didn't happen first. Y'all, remembering shit is like hard, because sometimes I'll be mixing up like what happened first. Okay, this was like 2, maybe 3 days later. I don't know, 3 mornings later, when I'm getting off of work. I'm doing my regular, right? And I'm going out of Walmart parking lot. I'm very observant. My aunt was in the military, so like I kind of got that from her. Check your surroundings. So I noticed like this car is like following me. I'm gonna just say following me, because I don't know how else to put it. Make it every turn I turn right, they turn right. I turn left, they make a left. So I'm like, okay, let me do a bunch of wild, stupid shit and go like the back way, the craziest, longest back way to get to my neighborhood. When my neighborhood was coming up, I ended up passing and going all the way down to another neighborhood that I could go like literally all the way around, kind of by where my friend Chelsea used to live. And it would take me like an extra 10 minutes to get home, but I'm like, let me just go this way. And if they wasn't, I'm gonna just take an extra 10 minutes to go home, whatever. So y'all, tell me why when I bust the right, they bust the right. When I bust the left, they bust the left. So I'm like, and mind you, they wasn't directly behind me, because I know like when you're driving and you look in your river, you can kind of see who's in the car behind you, right? So they was never directly behind me and got too close. It was always like a car behind me or like on the side of me or some shit like that. And I knew that they was following me because I was like, H2754, whatever. Trying to remember something from their license plate, and I was like, this is the same fucking car. Why would they be following me? Are they following me? So I'm like trying to get a good look at who is in the car. Can't see for real, right? So when I'm coming down the street, it's a 2-way. It's the most narrow 2-way. I'm so glad that they fixed this street, because my car went in a ditch on that street before, and I never told my aunt about it. Thank God somebody was there to help me. But yeah, it's the most narrow street. So I'm going down that street, and I'm trying to lose them. So sometimes, y'all, mind you, I was a daredevil. I had just started driving. Nothing. I was scared of nothing. So when it's a 2-way and you feel like the car in front of you driving too slow, sometimes I would veer into the other lane and try to like cut them off. So that's what I was trying to do this time. But the car was seeing what I was trying to do, I guess, and they was driving fast, so I couldn't get in front of them, so I had to get back behind them. And we was coming up on a stop, so I had to get back behind them, then hurry up and brake. Y'all, tell me why I hit the fucking car. I hit the car in front of me that I was trying to cut off. All you had to do was let me cut your ass off. And it's their fault. No, it's my fault. But it was like we was so close up on the light to where the two-way, it kind of spread it out back into regular lanes again. So you can make a left, you could keep going straight, or you can make a right. So I was going to make that right because my neighborhood would have been right like there if I made that right. So the car that I thought was following me ended up getting in the left-hand lane, and I'm like, who the fuck? But I didn't see them when they passed me by. I just looked up and seen them because I was having a mini heart attack because I just hit somebody's damn car. So I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm like, should I call my aunt? Hell no, she will never let me drive to work again. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, should I call the police? Hell no. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hell no. I don't even think I was paying my insurance on the car. Like, it got too expensive, and I wanted to order clothes offline. So I was like, clothes, car insurance, clothes, clothes. Then to top it off, the person in front of me got out their car. Ah, my leg slipped. They got out their car. It's Adrian. It's Adrian, the love of my life. The love of my life at the time. Let me stop. It's him. I hit Adrian. And it made sense because Adrian did live like close to me. Like I would have to make a right at that light, and he would have to make a left. I don't understand why he was about to keep going straight. So he get out the car. I'm embarrassed now because I'm like, oh, he probably thinking I can't fucking drive. Then his little friend in the car, his little friend was so childish. We was all childish, but his friend over the top. Y'all, it was such a coincidence that I hit Adrian because I took the craziest, longest way home. Like, why are you here? Like, did you stop off somewhere? That'd be questioning him. No, I really had these questions because, like, how are you here right now? We got off like 20 minutes ago. Like, where did you stop off at? Let me stop. He could have went to get some gas or something. Y'all loved him. Okay. So, I get out the car and I'm like, Adrian, I am so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he was like, damn, where you going in such a rush, little mama? Mind you, Adrian was not black. I don't think he was black. He kind of looked mixed to me. He looked like he was like Puerto Rican and Asian. He gave black, but he didn't look black. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was about to tell him, like, I thought somebody was following me, da-da-da-da. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to sound stupid because, I don't know. In my head, I just thought I was going to sound stupid and paranoid. So, yeah, it was like a quick exchange because we was out in traffic. Like, the light could turn green at any time. And if it did, we would have been holding traffic. So, it was very quick. So I was like, I'm so sorry. I kept saying sorry after he said that. And he was like, nah, you good. My car good. It's fine. And my car was fine too because, bitch, you know Hondas is very durable, okay? I done hit many a poles, many a parked cars. I done hit so much shit and never, like, had a dent until I got into that big accident with that girl wrecking my car. Which that story time been up. So, yeah. He got back in the car and he was like, yeah, you be safe out here, make it home safe. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. Like, I'm so sorry again. Like, I just kept saying sorry. Y'all don't understand. I really, really like this boy. I don't even think he know how much I liked him because I tried to keep it so cool all the time, so player. Every time I would have lunch with him in his car, I just act like, I don't even want to be here. Sprinkle. Let me stop sprinkle. Anyway, so yeah. Y'all, when I tell you, when I make that right, I pulled over like I make that first left into like the neighborhood area that neighborhood was going to. Y'all, I had a mini fucking heart attack. I could not breathe. I'm getting out checking my car again because if my aunt know that I had hit a car, first of all, I was shook up because y'all know car accidents sound loud. But if she knew that I hit a car, let me tell you, I would not be able to drive to work again. I would have to bum it and slum it just like I was doing before. Cause she was not playing by the car. I had just got that car. I get back in the car. I go home. I think maybe like 10 minutes after I got home, Adrian texted me, did I make it safe? Because mind you, we been had each other number. Because y'all had the same number since the 6th grade. Me and him dated in the 6th grade, and he had my number then. He had my cell phone number and my house phone number. So we been had each other number quite as kept. Well, he been had mine, and then we just kept up with each other. Anyway, he texted me, make sure I made it safe. And then Chris texted me. Mind you, the whole time I'm thinking it's Chris following me and Prodigy. I don't know if I said that, but it looked like they fucking car. It looked like that car, but I just could not prove because the tent was crazy. It's like they had the tent where you get pulled over. Y'all know how y'all riding around and y'all be trying to like look at people and stuff on with their tinted windows, and then if you can't see them, y'all try to look through their windshield and their back windows, and that's tinted as hell too, so you can't really see through that either. That's the kind of tint they had. I know they was getting pulled over.
Okay, I said this earlier, but I cut it out. But now I realize it don't make sense without this part. Let me just say it right now. So remember I said I had lunch with them? That was one time. And that time, Chris was driving. It seemed like he was driving because he was in the driver's seat. The next time, y'all remember when I said I was walking out and I heard Prodigy yell, all the hoes got the Hondas. They was leaning up on a car.
A different car
that I didn't really pay attention to because I was trying to get home. But it seemed like Prodigy was driving. And the car that was following me looked like the one that Prodigy was driving. And I wish I had gotten a second look at it, like a better look at it. But quiet as kept, I was embarrassed because he up in here yelling in a parking lot at 7 a.m. All the hoes got the Hondas.
But yeah, I could not see it, and I'm like, that was them. I don't even need to know. So I'm like, next time I get around them, I'm gonna check that license plate number because I think that was Prodigy car. I'm gonna check that license plate number, right? So time go by, and yeah, Chris texts me. I ain't never text him back. I go to work that night, and they dogging me out, man. They like, yeah, she tried to run me off the road. Like, I didn't know you wanted to kill me. I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's not funny. I would never kill you back. I wouldn't marry you. I love you. This is why I didn't like talking to people. Because like when I like you, I love you. So I'm like, let me just stay single. Let me stay single because I don't got time to be obsessed. Fast forward, mind you, I ain't talked to Chris in like, dang, I want to say like 4 days. Oh, y'all, it was a minute. I don't remember. I ain't even gonna give y'all days. Just know it was a minute. So, yeah, one night I'm back on the register again because it would be like I'll be on the register for 3 days and then I do returns. Then the register, returns. So yeah, I'm back on the register and Chris and Prodigy walk up. Y'all, I'm telling you, as much as they was when it come out, I be trying not to give stuff away, but when it come out, it'll be like, wow, how was you here so much? So, yeah, Chris walked up and he was like, hey, what's up with you? Like, what you been on? Like, you ain't been talking to me. You ain't been texting me back. What I do? Like, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, y'all trying to play it off because I know exactly what he's talking about. And it's because you're weird. Like, you followed me home. Or Prodigy, one of y'all, whoever was driving followed me home. So I just played it off with some lie because I didn't want them to even know because I knew what I was going to do. Even back then, I was really like strategic with the way that I moved. So I'm like, I know I'm gonna ask him this and I'm gonna ask him like by ourselves off guard because if I ask him in front of Prodigy gonna be the one talking. He a smooth talker, I could tell just by how he act. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get Chris. He a little more or a little less smooth. So yeah, I just make up some lie. I could not tell you what I told him. I really don't, but anything, I mean, it was back to normal. So he was like, yeah, well, when your next off day? And I tell him tomorrow. Why did I tell the truth? Y'all, I swear to God, I used to be so green, like so naive. People would come up in there and ask me like, yeah, so when you get off? And I'd be like, 7 o'clock.
And that's 7 a.m. I work 10 at night to 7 in the morning.
And he was like, yeah, so come kick it with me, come chill with me. Da, da. And I'm like, well, if my off day's tomorrow and I get off, I'm gonna go home and go to sleep. So I don't think, I really just got the night off because I'ma still be at work in the morning time. And he was like, well, come when you get off in the morning. You want me to wait here for you? I could take you, da 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 da. Boy, I got a car and you can't take me nowhere. Prodigy can because he got the car. It's his car. So yeah, he's just saying all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna see what I can do, whatever. Because I be tired when I get off. So he was like, all right, well, just hit me up. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He was like, you need anything? You want a snack? What time you go to lunch today? And I was like, same time, 3 a.m. And he was like, all right, well, we finna move around. And you want me to buy these chips for you? You want this? You want that? And I'm like, yeah. He bought me a chips and a Coke. And he ended up saying something like, yeah, what time you gonna come through? And I told him like maybe 9 or something so I could pretend like I was going to work that night because y'all know I had to pretend like I was going to work if I wanted to do some shit and stay out all night. Well, maybe you don't know. Maybe you're new here. But yeah, if you don't know, now you know. So that's what I have to do. I just have to get dressed like I'm going to work. And that actually backfired in my face. One time I thought I was all cool and smooth. Girl, your parents know when you damn lying. Like, girl, when you too eager to go to work, you ain't dragging your ass. So yeah, but this time I ain't get caught though. I got caught another time. Okay, I was about to say, but I don't like mentioning other story times that I'm gonna tell no more, because people be like, you already told it. You told this. Nope, I heard it. Girl, I mentioned one sentence. Cut it out. Anyway, so yeah. I was pretending like I was going. No. Back up. He was like, nah, come a little bit earlier than that, because like my people gonna be at the house. Basically, he lived with like his cousins and them. But at this time, I'm 18, 19. I can't remember which one, because feel like I had just started at Walmart. It don't matter. I'm 18, 19. Prodigy said he was 22. Boy, 22, maybe 22 years ago. I swear, Prodigy, y'all, I forgot to mention that. Prodigy look, ooh, not y'all know I'm drinking. Prodigy looked like a grown ass little man. He did. He looked 40, but if he was 40 and 4'11", I really want to know how he looked today. Oh, that's kind of sad, being that small and old. Chris, how old is Chris? Chris said he was 20. So I was like, okay, what time should I come? And he was like, y'all, he said something like 4 or 5 or some shit. And I'm like, how am I get out of the house at 4 or 5? So y'all, I made up some crazy ass lie. I don't even remember the exact lie I told my aunt, but I think it had something to do with me working a double or coming in early for the extra hours. But I made up some outlandish lie that don't even sound right. I don't even know how I got away with it. I don't even know how I got away with it. So I told her something and she believed it. And mind you, she wasn't even home yet, because like I said, I got off at 7 and then she would get home at like 5 or 6. So I had time to like put the change of clothes, my extra change of clothes and shoes in the trunk. So, or you know what? I wore the same shoes. So yeah, I put a change of clothes in my trunk so I could change, and I got dressed like I was getting ready for work before she got home. And all I did was put like a dress and like a mini jean crop jacket, and I was gonna be wearing my Chucks because them was my go-tos. So yeah. Oh, mind you, before I even left, when I'm warming my grandma food and stuff and picking off her plate, he sent me the address. I put it into Google Maps. He lived 40 minutes away. 40 minutes? Do you know I got a point A to point B as car? It barely makes it to point C, but going to point E is crazy. And 40 minutes was just like point E. Like, I can't do that. I pushed the car to the limit. It made it. So yeah, I left before before my aunt got home. So because like I can't lie to her face. I can lie to her over messages. I can't lie to her face. So I left, and y'all, driving there, I'm contemplating whether or not I should really like keep pulling up. Like, should I turn around? Should I go to my friend Chelsea's house? Like, where should I go? Should I like just go somewhere else? Because this is way too far. Like the whole ride, I'm thinking like, when am I gonna get there? This is too damn far. It's damn near an hour away to see a dude. Like, why do you live 40 minutes away? And that's why I can't think like why there was always at the Walmart that I worked at 10 minutes from my house. So y'all was really driving like an hour away to go to this specific Walmart every night, damn near. Who gas y'all got? Like, who gas plan y'all on? Before I pull up, like when I feel like I'm 10 minutes away, or look at the GPS and notice I'm 10 minutes away, I stop at a gas station and I go in that gas station and I change my clothes. And I go up into the restroom because I wanted to know how I looked. Like, I could have changed in my car, but I needed to know how I looked. When I pull up on the side of the house. I text him outside, and he come walking outside like maybe a minute later. I roll the passenger window down, and he leaning up in my car, and he was like, dang, what took you so long? Because I told him when I was leaving, and I'm like, you live far from me. You live like 40 minutes away from me. He was like, damn, 40 minutes? Yeah, boy, I live by the Walmart that you stole from. Did you forget that? So he was like, where you coming from looking all good like that? Like, where you coming from? And I'm like, my friend house. Knowing I just broke out of prison. Like, girl, I was not at no friend house. just lying because I didn't want to be like home. Like, I wanted him to think that I was out and about all day, and you my last stop. Like, you wasn't my whole day's plan. I was trying to play. You gotta keep playing. You can't make these niggas feel special. He was just, y'all, for the longest, he was just leaning in my window talking to me. And I'm like, can I come in your house to use the restroom? He was like, yeah, sure. Wait, what time is it? And I told him the time. I think it was like 6 something still, because I had got there at 6. And he was like, all right, yeah, you could come in, but like, I think we're gonna have to chill in your car because you came too late and everybody about to come home and da-da-da. Don't, like, people in their house don't know you and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that. Like, I'm a stranger to whoever excuse me, to whoever house this is. So I go up in there, pee. He like, you thirsty? You need anything? You want some chips? That I'm like, hell yeah, I'm thirsty. I want some chips. So he gave me like a little can of Sprite and some hot Cheetos. He knew I like hot Cheetos, but you know the little bag that come in the big bag, whatever. So we walk back outside and we chilling up in the car, right? I swear, like, his people missed us coming out the house by the skin of our teeth. Like, I feel like as soon as I closed my door, a car was rolling up behind me and driving in the driveway. So I'm like, who is that? Oh, somebody in your driveway. Like, that's your people? And he was like, yeah, that's my aunt and blah, blah, blah. That's my cousin Virgil and, I don't know. I'll be running out of names. You nice. Now I'm looking at the wig box. So yeah, he's just naming all these cousins. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, then maybe 2 minutes after that, another car pull up behind me, and it's Prodigy. Like, mind you, and I'm on the side of the house. So the car pull up behind me, it's Prodigy getting out because I'm looking through my rearview mirror, and then the car drive off. Mind you, it's the car that Prodigy be driving. At least I thought, because I don't even think I checked the license plate number or nothing like that, because I forgot it, I think. Like, you know, I said the license plate over and over to myself to remember it, but then all them days went by and I ended up forgetting it. So I still wasn't even sure if they was following me. He walked up to my window. Mind you, that window still rolled down. Oh, you got red over here? Shit, you did what you had to do. Trying to dap him up. Like, what do that mean? You did what you had to do. We ain't did, I just got here. Oh, you know, he called him a sneaky ass nigga. He was like, oh, you a sneaky ass nigga. You did what you had to do. He said something like that. Like, I don't understand how he's sneaky or anything, because me and Chris have been talking, texting and talking for a long ass time. So I don't know. I didn't get it
At first.
But yeah. So basically I said something like, basically the distance clicked for me. And I was like, dang, y'all all live over here. Like, how y'all always at the Walmart that I work at? That's like 40 minutes away. That's like an hour away. And he was like, man, that's the spot right there. That's the lick. Just let me do what I be doing. And I was like, okay, the fuck? And then he turned around and walked up the driveway and like get on his phone. I don't know if he called somebody called him, whatever. So I'm like, what does that mean? Like, trying to play slow. But Chris was like, man, you know, he be stealing. And I knew that, but I just want to see if Chris was gonna tell the truth, because I'm about to ask you this other question too. So yeah, let me see if you honest. Matter of fact, let me take that back, because me like asking him if they was following me and stuff, that really wasn't on my mind. He kind of told on himself, because I was telling him something else. I was telling him how when I got off one morning, I had backed into a pole. Like, I think I had to go to Sprint. Was it Sprint? I had to go to Sprint to get, something was wrong with my phone. I don't remember what was wrong with my phone, but I had to go there and wait outside for them to like open up and stuff. So I waited there, and then when I was leaving, I had backed into a pole. I couldn't judge stuff in this car, and it was so little I could barely see. So yeah, I had backed into a pole, and it was like 2-3 people outside. So I had got embarrassed and drove off. And I was telling him that, and he was like, man, I knew your ass couldn't drive. I don't know how you made it all the way over here. Key. Boy, shit, you ain't even got no car. Shut your ass up. Like, he was dying, cracking joke after joke after joke after joke about me not being able to. I don't know how your little ass see over the steering wheel. Do you even have a steering wheel? He going on and on, like I said. And he was like, you good though? I know you had a little accident. I know you had an accident. And I'm like, what accident? And he was like, man, you didn't you say you ran into somebody's car? You hit somebody while you was driving? I don't know how you got your license. Key. I said, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. I knew this motherfucker. So I'm like, okay, let me pretend to be oblivious. So I'm like, what accident you talking about? Like, it was cool. I just ran into a pole. And he was like, no, not that. You said you hit somebody. Yeah, I keep saying ran into. You hit somebody from the back. And I was like, no, I didn't. But of course he made a sex joke. Let me not skim. I'm gonna skim over it, but he made a joke just in case you wondering. Cause yeah, hit somebody from the back. Yeah, we're childish at that time. So yeah, I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, I ain't tell you that. And he was like, didn't you put it on Instagram or something? And I'm like, no, because, and you know what, I know damn well I didn't put it on Instagram, because I had my brother on Instagram at the time, and he would have told my aunt if I put that shit on Instagram. And Instagram didn't have no story. So what, am I post a picture of me hitting somebody's car from behind? No. Oh, y'all, tell me why I skipped a whole entire part where, oh my God, it's so annoying. So I went to the gas. When I first got there, we was talking to stuff, and before I asked to go pee, I only had to pee because we had been drinking. So we had went up to the gas station and stuff, and we had got that can Smirnoff in the can. He had got two of them, and we was both drinking one. That's why I had to pee. So I don't know if he thought that I was drunk. No, he was drunk. Or not drunk. He was tipsy, and I feel like they gave him a loose lips. So yeah, I don't know if he thought that, oh, she tipsy too or she drunk too, so she ain't gonna realize. But so I'm like laughing. I'm like, let me find out you following me or something. Let me find out. He was like, man, hell no, hell no. He ain't laughing no more now. He ain't laughing no more because I tried to ask him like 4 different ways. I tried to play it off like 4 different ways. Like, nah, let me find out you were following me, wasn't you? Just say you want to know where I live at. You know, I was saying stuff like that. And he wasn't laughing no more. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not dumb. Like, you don't even got to admit it. He never admitted to it, but I'm not dumb. That's you. Prodigy car is tinted out just like that. Come on now. Ain't too many. Bruh. I knew I wasn't going to fuck with him when he said something like, I don't remember his exact words, but it was something like, what's up? Why you trying to integrate me? Like, what's up? What you trying to integrate me for? Please don't tell me you mean interrogate. Integrate? What you trying to integrate me for? Like, I knew I would. That's such a turn off. When okay, we can't be young and stupid no more. That's not cute no more. We're not in middle school no more. What? We not in middle school no more. Like, you can't be cute and stupid no more. So I'm like, you mean interrogate? And he was like, oh man, shit, man, I'm high as hell. Mind you, I don't know if he smoked before he got there. He didn't smell like smoke when I got there or nothing. So I don't know what he was high off of, but it wasn't pronunciation. It wasn't English literature. Like, what are you high off of? It wasn't life. What you trying to integrate me for? Then he tried to like say it the Ebonics way. Integrate me for. So he thought that was, I don't know. Maybe he heard somebody use it wrong. I don't know. When I laughed it off, I'm like, you mean interrogate? I laughed it off though. I ain't just, you mean, like, I ain't have no attitude. So he was like, man, integrate, interrogate, same shit. And mid his sentence, Prodigy walked back up and he was like, random names. Y'all be looking around my room knowing I ain't got shit up no more. I took everything down. Alexis and Asia. Alexis and Asia said they need a ride. They need a ride from work. Like, you gonna pick them up? Like, how they gonna get home from work? And I'm thinking, like, nigga, don't you got a car? And then he was like, Alexis said, why you not answering your phone? Then he looked at me like, yeah, like, I don't know how to do the look, but he looked at me like, yeah, that's why you're not answering your phone. So Chris was just saying like, all right, I don't know, like, go up in the house and ask so and so. So he come back out and he was like, yeah, so and so said that they can't leave right now. Like, something wrong with the car, is fucked up and whatever. Somebody did I just snort? What the fuck? Somebody was coming over to look at the car, which somebody did pull up and they was under the car for a little minute. So I mean, that wasn't a lie. Chris ended up asking me to go pick up these 2 strangers that I don't know. So I'm like, pick up from where? Who are they? And he was Prodigy was like, yeah, who are they, Chris? Like, but his real name, if I say his real name, it will be even funnier. But the way he said it, it was just like, who are they then? Shit, tell me. Like, you know how people say stuff like they want to say something but they don't say it? I hate when people do that. Just say it. So Chris was like, man, they're my cousins. Like, they right up the street. Just come on, you gonna pick them up for me? You gonna pick them up? I'm like, okay, how many people is it? He was like, it's just Asia and Alexis. And I'm like, all right, I do got a 2-seater.
2-door.
So I'm like, okay. So Prodigy was like, hey man, open the door. I'm like, oh, you coming too? And cause I'm like, you got a car. What did you want to cramp up in here for? I got a 2-seater. Like, when you get out, I gotta let my seat back so you can climb in. Like, yeah, it was, I mean, a 2-seater, a 2-door. He giving me directions and like 4 stop sign turns turning to me getting on the main street. And I'm like, okay, you said that was up the street. We done passed up the street, went around the corner, down the hill, and bitch, be for real. We pull into a damn Chili's. I'm like, oh my God, how do we get to Chili's in the strip mall? How do we get here? How did I get here? I'm in Cyprus. I really had to think to myself, like, I'm in Cyprus right now. with a nigga I don't know for real and his friend that I don't like for real. We pull up to the Chili's and they make a call. I think Prodigy made the call. Mind you, 3 people start walking out. So I'm like, oh, that must just be their friend walking them to the car. Because I clearly said I got a fucking 2-seater. I mean, 2-door. Why do I keep saying 2-seater? So they get to the car. Chris opened the door and he was like, yeah, what's up? This my homie talking about me. This my homie Red. And he just introducing us, and I'm like, hi, hello, whatever. Mind you, they all get in on his side, so I didn't have to get out my side and like put my seat down. They all get in, and they was like, damn, this car. I heard somebody say, damn, this car little. Mind you, it was 2 girls and 1 boy walking out. So yeah, one said, damn, this car little, and then the other girl, I'm gonna call, oh, that was Alexis. I'm gonna call that one Alexis. She was like, oh, okay, where's so-and-so? And then Prodigy explaining how somebody coming to the house to work on the car, so-and-so couldn't pick them up. The person that Chris told Prodigy to go tell to pick them up in the first place. They just like mumbling and being fucking rude, I feel like. And then they was like, oh, well, can you scoot your seat up? Like, excuse me, can you scoot your seat up? Like, tap my shoulder. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna be too close to the wheel because like now I'm getting attitude because I don't like your fucking energy. So they start mumbling. They start mumbling and like laughing and shit. One thing I don't like, bitch, I don't like that. Yeah, it could go either way. Either one, you're not talking about me, or 2, you're a weird ass bitch. So yeah, that was being weird. And bitch, you can walk. You can really walk. You can get the fuck out and walk. Talking shit about my car. I know my car is little. Anyway, they had to lap up because it was 2 and 2. I feel like 3 people could have sat back there, but I don't know. I kind of feel like I mean, they didn't have to lap up, but I feel like they wanted to. I think only 1 girl had to sit on somebody's lap, and the Asia was the dude that was walking out. That was her boyfriend. So Alexis sat on Prodigy lap, and she didn't really have to. Chris giving me directions because I don't know the neighborhood, and Alexis is like the one on Prodigy lap. She like, Chris, where you meet your little friend at? Like, it really be the little for me because you trying to play me. So Chris telling her like, yeah, when we was going to the Walmart on this side of town and blah blah blah. So mind you, he said on this side of town. So she was like, oh, okay, what side of town? Oh, no. Prodigy was like, yeah, he got her one with a core now. He got her one with a core. Y'all, he put so much emphasis on core. He said, yeah, he got one with a core now. Alexis like, anyway, so yeah, what side of town she live on? Like, why are you talking? You in my car talking about me like I'm not driving this car in the same car with you. That's disrespectful to me. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm tripping when no, you not tripping. When I think back on it, no, you not tripping. So I'm like, I live on this side of town. So excuse me, I answer for Chris because why are you talking about me like you can get out and walk for the 50th million time? Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, this bitch can walk. Does she want to walk? When I'm saying this side of town, I'm talking about my side of town, not by them. So she was like, oh, okay. Anyway, so Chris, how long have you known her? And he was like, he said something like, man, why? Yo, I thought he was... I thought he was gonna try to use interrogate again. I was like, oh no, baby, that word too big for you. Just get that one up, put that back in a Rolodex. You ain't ready for that yet. So I'm like, so yeah. He was like, man, why you asking me all these questions? Prodigy know her too. You ain't questioning Prodigy. I was really kind of like side-eyeing him because I'm like, what is going on? Like, let me know. Like, I don't like feeling out the loop. What you know that I don't know? Let me know what it is. I hate when people do that. Just tell the shit straight up. So yeah, the energy was weird. I don't know. He kind of snapped on her. I don't know if it was because like he was annoyed or she kept asking him fucking 20 questions, like 21 questions, like she was fucking 50 Cent. But I kept like messing up and turning on the wrong places because he wasn't like focusing on telling me where to go. Like, we was messing up, so he kind of snapped on her. And yeah, she kind of snapped back, and it was like, it was giving couple. So anyway, yeah, we end up pulling back up. I pulled right where I was parked out on the street again, and everybody get out. Me and Chris stay in the car, right? So when they get out and I see them like walking towards the door and like the door opening for them, I'm like, what, you talk to one of them? You talk to that girl? Completely forgetting he was like, oh, them my cousins or play cousins. I think he said Asia was his play cousin and Alexis was the cousin. Or like us. No. Let me take that back. He was like, man, them like my little sisters, like my play cousins type shit. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, are they your cousins? Or are they like your play cousins? He was like, man, nah, see, we kind of grew up together, like in the same area, and my dad got a half brother. Okay, how can I explain this like it makes sense? So Chris' dad had a half brother, right? Chris' dad half brother had another brother, and the other brother was Alexis's dad, right? So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe they like not related. Maybe Chris, oh fuck, I don't want to confuse y'all. Pause. Okay, I'm trying to explain this to the point where it makes sense. So I think I'm gonna have to give these people names. So Chris' dad, let's say Chris' dad name is Charles, and so Chris' dad is Charles. Charles had a brother, a half brother, and his name is Quincy, right? So Charles and Quincy, half brothers. Now Quincy had another brother. Let's call him Joey. So Quincy and Joey are also half brothers. Y'all, I don't know how he explained it, but it made so much sense. Basically saying that Joey is Alexis's dad. Okay, do that make sense? If it don't make sense, I'm gonna try to clear it up in a voiceover. Bitch, I can't even think that hard to explain it to how he explained it, but it made so much sense. I'm like, oh, okay, so yeah, y'all not cousins for real, but I can see y'all how y'all grew up together and like the vicinity, right? Mind you, we was alone, but like it was like everybody kept coming in and out of outside, like they was just standing around outside. Prodigy kept coming up to the window. So Prodigy had came up to the window and he was like, hey, I'm finna be right back, like I'm finna go down the street right quick, and then when I come back we need to go make this move. Basically, I don't think he said make this move. He said it in like different words, but I can't remember exactly what he said. But basically when Prodigy pulled back up, Chris was gonna need to leave with him. I guess they had something to do that they had already had, you know, before I pulled up, before he even knew I was coming, I guess. So they like, all right, whatever. And Prodigy leave, right? So we just talking and stuff. I don't even know how much time went by. Maybe I'm gonna say a few minutes went by. Here come Alexis outside. Alexis and what her name, girl? Asia. Alexis and Asia. They're just standing outside talking, looking at their phone, laughing, giggling. And like you could tell that they was looking for attention, but I wasn't finna say it. So I'm like, oh no, Chris was just like watching them. I don't know why he was doing the most. Like he rolled up the window, he was acting annoyed, and I was like, what happened? I'm thinking like, did I miss something? Like what happened? Why he acting like this all of a sudden? So he was like, nah, nothing. They just trying to be seen. They just want to be seen. And I'm like, well, whatever the fuck they want is working, because you really watching them and they make you upset and stuff. As soon as the thought of like, and be seen by who? Like who? You? I thought they was your like cousins, play cousins, or little sisters to you, whatever. So, and they see you every day. As soon as that thought like popped into my head, I guess he realized like what he said, like that don't make sense. He was like, they probably want your attention. I think they like girls for real. No, I need you to be for real. Y'all, he ended up rolling the window down and he yelled, hey, go in the house. What y'all doing out here? Go in the house. And Alexis was like, we waiting for you. Like, she yelled it back. And I'm like, okay. Y'all, at this point, I pull out my phone and I'm scrolling on Instagram because I don't give a fuck no more. But I'm still listening, but I'm just acting like I'm scrolling. Right? So, what happened? The other girl, she started walking towards the door and Alexis started walking towards the house, and Chris was like, what you waiting on me for? Like, she not even to the car yet. She walking towards the car, the passenger side car, and the window's still down, mind you. I don't know, y'all. They started flirting. I can't remember like they whole entire conversation. It was kind of brief. It was kind of quick, but they was flirting. It was like some sexual tension there, and I was like, am I fucking tripping? It was so awkward, and I'm like really acting like I'm on phone. I'm like, what? Like really trying to, it was so awkward. I had to act like I don't even hear them, that I'm so into my phone, I'm talking to my phone, because it was so awkward. It was weird. I'm scrolling on my phone. At first I had my phone up like this, but now I got my phone down like this, so if I'm scrolling on Instagram, he can see, right? So I'm liking a picture. It's a picture of this girl that I went to school with. What can we call her? Chastity. I'm gonna call her Chastity. And he was like, oh, you know Chastity? How you know Chastity? So I tell him like I went to school with her, and he was like, what? You know that's Prodigy girlfriend? And I was like, What? I was shocked because Prodigy is the one that tried to talk to me first. He was the one trying to holler in the first place. So I'm like, no, it's not. And he was like, yes, that's Chastity. That's Prodigy girlfriend. And I'm like, what? What? You cannot be serious, because if you go on Chastity page, you wouldn't even know she's in a relationship. Mind you, this is the time that Instagram was like about posting like pictures. It ain't matter what the picture was. Like, it wasn't like how Instagram is today. Instagram changed drastically. Today it's about flexing and pretending. And back then it was like, oh, you could post a picture of the sky with a little inspirational quote and get 200 likes. And you could post a picture of a tree and get likes. You know, I mean, like a literal tree, y'all. Not the code word tree for here. But shit, they was doing that too. But yeah, you could post anything. Like, I was posting Dre on my Instagram back in the day. Like, people didn't really care for real. But now I feel like people post more strategic. So yeah, you ain't seen no post on Prodigy. You ain't even know she was in a relationship. She was outside living her little best life. And that was kind of weird because okay, I'm gonna not, y'all, I be wanting to skip ahead so much, but I'm just saying it. Y'all, I swear to you, the last thing I had said was, oh, why Prodigy ain't on her page and da-da-da. Is she on Prodigy page? We were still talking about it. So it had only been like a minute or two. Tell me why here come Alexis beat bopping back up the damn driveway to my car. But this time she had changed. I wanted to say she took a shower, but there's no way she could take it. Had only been 2 minutes. There's no way she could have taken a shower. So I think she just went up in the house and changed. Girl, she put on a tank top and you know them pajama shorts, but they like booty shorts, but they also pajamas. She had them on. So she was like, she get like halfway up the driveway and stop, and she was like, check your phone. Chris, check your phone. Mind you, I did hear Chris' phone go off before she came out. So he was like, for what? What you talking about? Like, I ain't get no message. I ain't get nothing. Boy, your phone went off. You cuffed it a little bit, so I didn't see the notification. And then we went back to looking at your phone because we was looking at Prodigy page. And she was like, she walked up more to the window and she was like, check your phone. So he was like, for what? He was like, what? For what? And then she just like, she kind of like, she was like, and like kind of turned around and started walking off. He was like, hey, come back. Hey, check my phone for what? Check my phone for what? Like, it was so weird, y'all. I swear to God, like, if you was an outsider looking in, you would think that was flirting. But since he told me like, oh, these like my little sisters, my play cousins, whatever, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, just tell him what you need to tell him. Why did you come out here all the way out here to tell him to check his phone? So I asked him like, do you need to go in the house or like, what the fuck? And he was like, no, I'm chilling. I'm like, I'm about to leave anyway because I'm kind of tired. And he was like, you trying to come in? Like, earlier you said I couldn't come in. So I'm like, no, I gotta pick up my friend. Y'all, I make up a lie on the spot. That's the only time I could lie. And I was like, matter of fact, I was texting this girl. I was like, no, I gotta pick up my friend from work. She got off at 2 o'clock. Yeah, but honestly, she went to lunch at 2 o'clock. I could have just said I had to bring her lunch or something, but it was a lie. So he was like, oh, okay, at Walmart. So he was like, oh, okay, shit, well, I don't know. You want to just chill here? It's only 1. Boy, you live like an hour away. No, it wasn't 1. It was like 12, about to be like 12:30-ish. So I was like, nah, because you live like an hour away, and then I don't want to be late picking her up, like just trying to come up with a lie. I'm stuttering. I'm probably sounding stupid as hell. I don't know. Oh, you know what? When Alexis kept saying like, come in the house, whatever. Oh, yeah, she said something like, why are you still in this car? Come in the house. And I was just looking like, the fuck? And he was like, man, I can't chill with my friend like that. I'm just out here chilling with my friend. Like, what you need? Tell me what you need, whatever. So, and yeah, then that's when she came back out and she was like, check your phone. So I don't know why she was trying to get him in the house. At this point, I'm like, why is she trying to get him in the house this hard? Like, what's going on? Mind you, he had opened his door because I told him that I was about to leave, right? So I think he was like getting ready to give me a hug, and then Prodigy pulled back up. I look in my rearview mirror. It's the same car behind me, the one that I know that was following me. So he was like, yeah, so we about to hug, and he was like, man, hey, come on, we gotta go now if we gonna make it. So y'all, it's crazy. So he was like, all right, hold up. So he was like, nah, you did what you had to do, right? You did what you had to do, so now let's go. So I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm thinking that to myself. I'm like, boy. So Chris was like, man, I'm straight. Hold up. So he give me a hug, and then I knew he was gonna try to kiss me. He was going in for a kiss, but Prodigy was kind of like yanking on his arm, like, nigga, come on, like, hey, nigga, come on, not yanking him, but like kind of pulling him, like, hey, come on, like nudging him out the car. So when he tried to kiss me, he actually kind of like kissed the bottom of my lip, and I started laughing. Like, honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I did want to kiss him. He was cute. He had nice lips, nice teeth. Breath wasn't stinking, breath wasn't hot because I would have smelled it. Like, I kind of did want to kiss him, but it's probably a good thing that I didn't. So this is the shit, right? I pull off. I'm up the street. I'm at a stop sign. Y'all, I start hearing the phone ring. But I know it wasn't my phone because it sounded like an iPhone ringing. I had an Android. My bad. I'm thinking, what the hell? So yeah, the light on the phone started flashing off, and it looked like it had fell between the passenger and the console, like between the seat right there. So I put my car in park. I take off my seatbelt and I'm reaching between. I'm like trying to follow it with the light, right? So I grab it, and it's Alexa's phone calling. Why he didn't call off Prodigy phone when I swore he was about to get in the car with Prodigy, I don't know. He must have went in the house for something. So he calling off Alexa's phone. I answered. I don't know why I was thinking it was about to be Alexis. I answered, and I was like, hello? And he was like, oh shit, my phone in your car. Man, I thought I lost it. Hey, can you slide back through and bring my phone back? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he was like, all right. He was like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm just right up the street. Like, it's been like literally 60 seconds. So yeah, I'm like, I'm right up the street. And he was like, all right, slide through. And I was like, okay. Yeah. When he hung up, like, I thought the screen was gonna go back to like the lock screen. Tell me why his phone must have fell between the seats when it was open. It was unlocked. I'm gonna say it again. It was unlocked. Now, I've been a nosy bitch all my life. I was so nosy back then. Oh my God, I felt like I had just broken into Fort Knox or something. Like, I was like, I can't pass this shit up. I can't pass up the opportunity because I really want to know like why they acting weird like this. So the first thing I do is go to him and Alexis messages. He don't even got her names. Matter of fact, no, yeah, he did. I was about to say he didn't even have her name saved as Alexis. Yeah, he did. I was about to give away too much. Tell me why when I go to him and Alexis messages, it's the first thing I see, because that was like one of the last messages, so it's first. It's a fully nude picture of Alexis. Fully nude. And she got her legs bust open. And she like, I don't know how to explain it. She got one arm taking a picture, one arm holding like she got the other hand, 2 fingers holding the lips of her stuff. While she take the picture, her shit is just bust open. I don't even think I could explain it more than that. But it was like a fully nude picture. And I'm thinking like, oh, this is why she kept telling him to check his phone. This is why she kept coming outside like every 2 to 3 minutes talking about, check your phone. I'm disgusted. I ain't want to see that. So I scroll up. The more I scroll up, it's like they talking the freakiest shit to each other. I'm scrolling up and up and up. Excuse me. Till I get to one message where she said something like, I don't know if these are the exact words, but it was something like this. She said, I want you to beat this pussy up till I cry. Bitch. One, I ain't really know what that meant back then. I ain't know how that felt back then. So I couldn't really feel her. But to me now, knowing how that feel, and then have my pussy beat up till I cried. Literally cried. If you go to membership, you fucking know. Bitch, he was not fucking you that good. And 2, disgusting. I thought this was your play cousin. Your dad brother had a brother and he had a baby. I thought y'all was cousins. Like, I don't know. It was just nasty at this point. Like, y'all, I promise you, I wasn't even thinking. Like, I was off the Smirnoff, for one. And 2, I wasn't even thinking that hard to realize that could still make them family. If that was the case. If that was even the case, right? So, I'm just thinking like, I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew I was not tripping. I knew this hoe had an attitude. I knew she was acting weird. I knew she was acting funny this whole time. I should have made the bitch walk. It's like a whole bunch of stuff going through my mind because me and Chris had been talking for like, I want to say a month at this point. And yeah, he will always text me, good morning, beautiful, how's your day going, beautiful, and da-da-da, you cool as fuck, like, I swear to God I would do this, and I need a girl like you in my life. Like, he was texting me all this good shit, but honestly I wasn't even trying to hear it for real. Like, it was cool to hear every day, but was I taking him serious? And no. But like, why are you going out of your way to like do all of this when you talking to somebody? I don't know. I guess I did. Maybe I did kind of like him because I don't know. I just felt like I was really like mad, but more so disgusted. I was like, what the fuck? So what happened? Yeah. I pulled back up and I give him his damn phone and I lock it back. I should have screenshotted shit and sent it to myself if I was really toxic. I would have did that. Like, you nasty bitch. So yeah, I pull back up, give him his phone. He like, thank you. All right, hit me up later. Text me like, you gonna text me later? Boy, bye. I almost ran over his fucking pinky toe trying to get out of there. Fuck you. So yeah, I was like, okay, bye. I gotta go get my friend. Like, I kind of rushed him off. I really did go to Walmart that night. I really did. Like I said, my friend lunch was at 2 o'clock, so I really did go up there. I just wasn't picking her up, so it wasn't a whole lie. And we had lunch together. We were sitting in the car, but before I had got there, I think I was texting and y'all, I used to do so much reckless shit. I used to text and drive, talk on the phone and drive, all kinds of shit. So I was texting and driving. I was texting Chastity, and I was like, I said, I don't remember what I said to her. I really don't. But was at the time before DMs where you had to comment on people picture in the comments. So I went on like one of her older pictures, and I left my number. I said something and I left my number to her. And she ended up calling me. But at the time I was on the phone with my friend that I was about to go meet for her lunch at Walmart. So I didn't answer because I didn't even know what I was really about to say to her because I had a few questions for her. And I wanted to let her know that her man was trying to talk to me. I don't even think I ended up telling her because she dropped the fucking bomb on me. But yeah, I didn't answer. So when I ended up getting there, I texted her back and I was like, hold on, can I call? How long you gonna be up? Like, can I call you in like 30 minutes? Because it was I think in 30 minutes, my friend was gonna have to go back into Walmart because her lunch was gonna be over. So I was like, can I call you in 30 minutes? She was like, yeah, if I'm up, I'm gonna answer, something like that, she said. Because mind you, that would be 3 o'clock in the morning at that point. So we go back. I walk her back in for her to clock into her lunch at like, I don't know, like 2:45 or some shit. Y'all tell me why. When did I see them in? Yeah. When I'm walking in, we go to the customer service area because they had a computer over there for us to clock in and stuff. So she clocking in. I'm sitting at like the booth. Was that the hold on, I forgot what it was called when people still got pictures developed. I don't know why they took that out because I like pictures like that. Whatever. I'm sitting at that area and she was like, we was talking. But it's dark in there. Mind you, the lights is off. It's dark in there. So I don't think they didn't see me because they would have came up to me. Y'all tell me why I see Chris and Prodigy speed walking, looking like they got a pants full of shit. Speed walking towards the front door. They look like they was coming from electronics. So I'm like, oh, that's where they had to go. They had to hit their lick, quote unquote, while the whole store was on lunch. Bitch. So yeah, they had went to the Walmart. So I'm like, bitch, I know them. Oh my God, I was just chilling with them. And I'm telling her everything that was happening. I'm trying to tell her as quick as possible because at this point, she only got like 10 minutes left on her lunch. So I didn't get to tell her everything. So I'm like, bitch, call me when you get off work or something, da-da-da. So whatever, I'm walking back out, y'all. I get in my car. And honestly, I ain't have nowhere to go. Like, I feel like I should have called Chelsea or something before that. But I ain't have nowhere to go. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning now. And I couldn't go home because my aunt thought I was working some kind of crazy imaginary ass double that never existed. So I had to wait till 7 a.m. right? So I ended up calling Chastity. And I'm thinking, oh, she's not even going to answer because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, that girl answered.
Hello.
She answered. I'm like, hello? She was like, hello, girl. Hey, I was just falling asleep. I was like, girl, how you been? Whatever, trying to ease her into it because I didn't want to just pop out with it. She was like, good, long time no talk. How you been? Whatever. So we talking, catching up for like a second. And I'm like, girl, do you know somebody named Prodigy? Is that your man? I don't know why I even asked her, like, do you know so-and-so? Like, girl, yeah, she knows so-and-so. So she was like, yeah, how you know Prodigy? How you know him? And I was like, girl, I talked to Chris. And she was like, Chris? Girl, no. I was like, what's wrong with Chris? She was basically like, no, don't talk to Chris. No, he into some shit, like, whatever. She was just, like, being real vague about it. Like, she didn't want to tell his business, but she was trying to warn me, but didn't want to say too much. So I was like, well, what you mean? She was like, no, wait, but how do you know Prodigy though? Like, how long have you known him? I'm like maybe a month, because I talked to Chris. I've been talking to Chris for a month. And she was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm like, how long y'all been together? And she was like, 5. She said something crazy, like 5-6 months. I was like, well, damn. Well, shit, y'all. Honestly, I was like, I'm not even gonna tell her that her man tried to holler at me, because this conversation could go a whole nother way, and I wanted to go the way that I wanted to go. And I didn't want to talk to him all the way. She ain't had nothing to worry about. I didn't want to stress her out for no reason. Because if her man is a cheater, then it's going to be somebody else that come to her woman to woman. Ain't no need for me to stress her, because I don't want her man. So, yeah, we was just talking, and I was telling her everything that happened, because I felt like I needed to tell somebody, like, and then she knew the tea. I could tell she knew the tea, but she just wasn't trying to, like, spill it. So I'm like, yeah, and it was weird as hell. He's talking about his little sisters and play cousins and blah, blah, blah. And Chastity was like, his little sisters, his play cousins. And I was like, yeah. Oh, wait. No, not yet. My bad. So he was like, I don't know about Asia, but I know that Alexis girl is his real cousin. That's like his dad's brother's daughter. And I was like, yeah, he told me that his dad had a brother and his brother had another brother. Then that's Alexis's dad. And she was like, no, that's his dad's brother's daughter. Ain't no because I'm around them enough to know. Like, I've met them and blah, blah, blah. They had this and that, and I've been over there. And I was like, what? That's his dad's brother's daughter? So I'm like, yeah, he said that they was half brothers. And this isn't that. Like, I'm trying to break it down how he broke it down to me. And she was like, no, there's no extra brother. Like, there's no extra brother. What I call her? Alexis is Quincy's daughter. There's no Joey, basically. You know how I broke it down and I said everybody's name? There was no Joey. I don't know how the fuck he came up with that and added that in, but he finessed the hell out of me. Like, I'm over here thinking he's stupid because he don't know how to use the word interrogate, but he don't finesse me with the family tree, bitch. So I'm like, no. Say psych right now. Say psych right fucking now. I'm like, no, I knew it because I knew they messed around because I went through his phone and I see, and she had a naked picture and da-da-da. I'm like, damn, I should have screenshotted it and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, a naked picture? That's his fucking cousin. And me and Prodigy knew that they was fucking around, but we wasn't sure. That's disgusting, da-da-da. She just going in, and I just knew that she was going to tell Prodigy, and hopefully she told Prodigy, and Prodigy outed his ass, because he seemed like the kind of nigga that would get mad at you and tell all your business because he mad at you and he don't fuck with you for 2.5 seconds. So hopefully they got outed, because that's fucking nasty. The more we got to talking, y'all, I learned so much. The more we got to talking, she lived around the corner from Walmart, like the Walmart that I worked at, which is like not crazy because everybody that worked there lived in the vicinity. It was like only a few people I know, like my manager, one of my supervisors or whatever, she lived in like Pearland, which is crazy to drive all the way over here from Pearland, or over there from Pearland. And then like somebody else lived on the north side, which I didn't even know how far the north side was back then, because I don't think I had ever been to the north side back then. But that's crazy. That's a crazy ass drive. So yeah, everybody else lived in the vicinity. Come to find out, whole time, that was her car. That was Chastity's car with the tinted out ass windows. She told me her brother had got the tint too dark and she keep getting pulled over, so they was about to fix that. And she told me everything, because it's not like her and her brother shared a car, but she would let the brother use the car. So I guess the brother Jodied up the car. Y'all know how Jody bought Yvette car back all tricked out and shit. She ain't asked for that. I guess that's how Chastity felt. So she was like, she finna take that shit off because it's too dark. She tired to get pulled over. The police think she a nigga of the night. Yes, a nigga of the night. So Y'all, whole time Prodigy was riding around in Chastity car, and Chastity lived right around the corner. So they would be at Chastity house. I don't want to say spend the night. I think maybe Prodigy would spend the night or something. Maybe they both did. I don't know. But yeah, they would be at Chastity house from damn near when they would come over here, hit their licks overnight, then go to Chastity house. That's how they met me that one morning. It was like, oh, come chill. That's how they was over here. I'm thinking they drove like an hour away to come just sit in the parking lot and wait for me to get off. No, they was around the corner at Chastity house. Just so happened to come back up here and was like, hey, yeah, let's chill, let's kick it. No, get your ass on. So yeah, that was the time I found out another dude, not that I was with, I guess that I was talking to, was smashing his cousin. It's like no way you sending somebody a fully nude picture and you're not smashing them like that. Like the stuff that they was talking about, I want you to beat this pussy up till I cry. Not only was y'all smashing, y'all was making love. Bitch, you was making love to your sibling. You nasty! Oh man, anyway, I hope this video is not too long. I feel like it's so long. I actually left some stuff out. That's the crazy part. And yeah, I left out a whole situation that it was relevant to the story, but I just kind of felt like if I told it and edited it, I would have probably cut it out anyway. So yeah, that's the time. Anyway, I'm not gonna drag this out no more. I ain't gonna drag it out no more. If y'all like the video, if you like the video, you should have been like the video. Leave a thumbs up, anything in the comments. Leave a chicken. Y'all know that's our thing. Make sure you are subscribed, because YouTube be tripping. They still haven't told me why they be unsubscribing people all unsolicited like that, but it's cool. YouTube. Anyway, make sure you subscribe, because YouTube be on they yeah, they be tripping. Yeah, what else? You already know the vibes. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye. You young grown man. Y'all, Prodigy looked weird as fuck. He looked like Prodigy, but like old and young at the same time. It was so weird. Y'all. And he was just too short. Like, I told y'all it was a dude. Well, some of y'all know. A lot of y'all probably haven't seen the video. I don't even know if it's still up. But there was a dude that I was talking to at Walmart, and he was literally my height, maybe 1 inch taller, only because he used to wear them big ass Timberland boots. So yeah, the dude that called his girlfriend up to the store to beat me up. So yeah, he was shorter than him. But when I started
This about Adrian.
he got finer. How you get finer? So yeah, I'm like, I was trying to get at him. Little did I know, even though we was flirting and stuff the whole time, little did I know he had a girlfriend. Anyway, that he's still with to this day. Matter of fact, I think they got married. They got about 3 kids. Yes, I'm a stalker. No, just playing. I got him on Facebook and I just recently seen it. So yeah. Oh, sprinkle got me the chokehold. I'm gonna be sprinkling it up, okay? Bitch, I got obsessed. Anyway, not like Joe or nothing from you, but
She crazy.
nah, not that far. And Chris texted me like when it got late in the night, and he was like, "Oh, where you at? I'm trying to see you right quick. Like, what time you go to lunch today?" Da da da. I'm not texting him back because that you're weird as fuck. So, but then again, I did want to see if that license plate matched up. So I'm like, should I text back? No, I'm worried about Adrian today. So yeah, I was all up in his area. He was in a garden center. So bitch, I got the garden center basket. So his friend went at 2, and then he was going at 3, and we was gonna go to lunch together. And I was like, oh, he loved me. He listened. No, he didn't. He had a girlfriend. He just liked to touch my butt, and that's just what it was. Yeah, I felt so used. So used. Yeah, it was a point where he was like on Snapchat begging me for a picture of my butt. Like, what is up with you and asses? And then he get with a girl with no booty. I was so confused. Like, am I a fetish? Are you good? Because the girl was in black. Like, he used to date nothing but black girls in middle school. And then I didn't keep up with him after that. Then we started working together. So I'm thinking like, oh, he got to still like black girls. Like, once you go black, you know you don't go back. And so I'm like, okay, he got to still like black girls. But no, he ended up getting with a girl from a whole different race. And I'm like, I was a fetish. I was a fetish. I felt fetishized. Fetish size. Whatever. Y'all know what the fuck I mean. Shit. And y'all left. I left my grandma. I left my grandma because mama gotta have a life too, grandma. If Adrian ever see this and he know that he the Adrian that I'm talking about, even though you know your name not Adrian, you blew it. You blew it, and you know you blew it. Yeah. Why would you blow it? Because I was trying to blow it, and you know it. Girl, stop telling people when you really get off. Be for real, girl. I was so like, naive. I want to say slow, but I ain't gonna do young T like that. But girl, don't ever, like, if somebody come up in here and ask you, my first reaction when people ask me stuff is to tell the truth, just because I ain't no liar. So the truth just comes out. But it's not about being a liar. It's about being your safety. So yeah, go ahead and tell that little white lie. So yeah, I actually told him my next off day, I need you to be fucking for real. And if you can't do that, I need you to try to be absolutely positively fucking for real. I need it. What the hell you talking about? Integrate me. Huh? Please.